Uganda, like most countries in sub-Saharan Africa, has a youthful population. About 62% of the young people are unemployed. That is according to Action Aid Uganda. But this is about to change as the country expands business outsourcing centers with an aim to employ over 4,000 young people in the country. Africa 54's Paul Ndiho has our report.
Uganda is working to increase business opportunities in the country that can benefit millions of unemployed youth under its National Business Process Outsourcing Center programs. The country recently launched a call center in Kampala that will provide jobs for nearly 200 young people. It's one of the many centers that the government hopes will also position Uganda as a major global competitor in providing customer solutions for businesses. Businesses are increasingly using offshore customer call centers like this one, believed to be more cost-effective in managing their customer services. TechnoBrain is one of the companies taking advantage of the new business opportunity. Ivan Kahinjire is the organization's enterprise, solutions and business development manager.
When you look at the market for BPO and IT-enabled services, it's really huge. According to a KPMG report earlier this year, they project that this market for BPO IT-enabled services world over is going to be approximately $950 billion US. Now that's a huge market for us to tap into and among other players in Africa.
Uganda hopes to attract more graduate and trained professionals to take up the jobs in its outsourcing market. The center is housed on 3 floors and agents that provide services for clients from around the world in various languages, including French and Kinyarwanda. With about 62% of Uganda's youth said to be unemployed, new recruits at the center like Moses Oteba say the business program is a welcome development in creating more jobs in the country.
The level of unemployment is very high. I wouldn't say we earn that much here, but it's better to be in here than to be out there doing nothing.
Like many African cities, Kampala's growing young population is becoming a threat to the government as joblessness and crime spiral. Education consultant Fajil Mande says that while providing youth with education and employment can deter crime, the country's education system hardly prepares students enough for the job market.
The National Curriculum Development Center has just found out that our school leavers up to a certain level lack employable skills. So that's another problem, including the attitudes.
Across town, young men like Godfrey Wako, a trained teacher, decided to start his border tax business, ferrying passengers around Kampala. After failing to find employment in the formal sector, he is now looking for customers at a nearby motorbike taxi stop.
It was about 2 years that I was looking for a job, so after which I gave up because I was tired. I had wasted my money, my energy, my time, and there was nothing yielding. So I had to give up. That's when also this one came in. That's when I started developing the urge of joining border business.
The World Bank is pushing the East African country to diversify its economic production and process more of its produce locally to be able to absorb the growing number of unemployed youth. The country's labor force has been growing at above 4 percentage points annually. According to the World Bank, it's likely to add about 10 million potential workers into the labor force by 2020. Paul Ndiho, VOA News.